Welcome to Science and Technology Briefing. The content of the briefing includes Israel's kill list of Hamas leaders believed responsible for attack. The Rolling Stones outdo musicians half their ages on Hackney diamonds. Chinese copper tycoon goes missing, believed to be detained by police. Keir Starmer deepfake shows alarming AI fears are already here. Law firm Paul Weiss fights to remain on Google's ad tech antitrust defense. Israel's kill list of Hamas leaders believed responsible for attack. Telegraph. The Israeli military has vowed to kill senior Hamas figures in response to the extremist group's attack on southern Israel at the weekend. Rear Admiral Daniel Hagari, spokesperson for the Israel Defense Forces, said Yehia Sinwar is the commander of the campaign, and he is a dead man, referring to the highest-ranking Hamas official in the Gaza Strip. Sinwar, who was imprisoned by Israel until 2011, opposes any attempt to compromise or mediate with Israel. The Israeli military will also target Hamas military wing leader, Mohammed Deif, and Abu Obaida, a spokesman for the military wing. The Rolling Stones outdo musicians half their ages on Hackney diamonds. The Independent. The Rolling Stones have released their first album of new material in 18 years, titled Hackney Diamonds. The album features appearances from Elton John, Paul McCartney, Bill Wyman, and Stevie Wonder. The band reportedly have 3/4 of a follow-up album left over from the recording sessions. The album has been praised for its vitality and the band's ability to still rock like they did in their younger years. Mick Jagger's energetic vocals and Keith Richards' guitar riffs are especially noted. The album ends with a cover of Muddy Waters' Rolling Stone Blues, the track that inspired the band's name. Chinese copper tycoon goes missing, believed to be detained by police. Bloomberg. He Jianbi, the founder of Chinese copper trading company Make Metals International Company, has reportedly been detained by police for questioning, according to sources. The reasons for his detention are unknown. Make, once responsible for a quarter of China's copper imports, experienced financial difficulties during China's COVID-19 lockdowns last year and has been the subject of legal action by creditors. His disappearance has raised concerns about the company's future and its impact on the copper industry. Keir Starmer deepfake shows alarming AI fears are already here. The Independent. The UK Labour Party has fallen victim to deepfake audio, with fake recordings of party leader Keir Starmer circulating on social media. One clip featured Starmer apparently saying he ing hates Liverpool. Although the recordings have been debunked, they still received millions of views and have raised concerns about the impact of deepfakes on democracy. The incident comes just a week after Slovakia dealt with an AI-generated recording that aimed to influence national elections. Elon Musk sacks adds to fog of war at outset of Israel-Hamas conflict. CNN. Misinformation over the Israel-Gaza conflict has been rampant on Elon Musk's social media platform, X, formerly known as Twitter. Users shared fake news articles and Musk himself recommended following an account that is known for spreading misinformation. Videos purporting to show the conflict have also been widely shared. Experts have warned that misinformation is particularly pronounced on X under Musk's ownership due to his changes in policy, which have incentivized propagandists and scam artists. Almost like injecting a drug, sunlight seems to protect us from depression, anxiety. The Sydney Morning Herald. Increased exposure to light during the day and reduced exposure at night is associated with a lower risk of mental health issues including depression, anxiety and self-harm, according to a large study by the University of Manchester and Harvard Medical School. The study found a linear association between increased exposure to nighttime light and increased rates of depression, anxiety and other mental health disorders. The findings indicate that modern humans spend too much time indoors with insufficient natural light exposure, which is impacting their mental health. Ozempic is bad for business. Bloomberg. Pharmaceutical companies that develop drugs to increase consumption in general, such as the COVID-19 vaccine, may be more likely to benefit from universal ownership of the stock market. Universal ownership, where companies all work for the same owners and are divisions of the same universal trust, may encourage companies to coordinate and sacrifice individual profits for the benefit of companies in general. However, what would happen if a pharmaceutical company developed a drug that reduced consumption in general? This could be detrimental to other businesses and the shareholders who own both the pharmaceutical company and other businesses. Universal ownership may not encourage coordination in this case, and companies may be more focused on their individual profits. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Dr. Six, your resident observer from the sixth dimension, here to bring you the latest news from across the multiverse. Let's dive right in. In Israel, tensions are escalating between the Israeli military and Hamas following an attack on southern Israel. The Israeli military has identified key Hamas leaders and vowed to eliminate them. It seems like they're not holding back, with the highest-ranking Hamas official in the Gaza Strip, Yahya Sinwar, being referred to as a dead man. This conflict shows no signs of slowing down, and it's a situation we'll definitely want to keep an eye on. On a lighter note, the legendary Rolling Stones have released their first album of new material in 18 years. Titled Hackney Diamonds, the album showcases the band's ability to still rock like they did in their younger days. Mick Jagger's energetic vocals and Keith Richards' iconic guitar riffs are still as powerful as ever. It's incredible to see musicians half their age being outdone by these rock legends. In China, a prominent copper tycoon has gone missing, raising concerns about the future of his company and the impact on the copper industry. He Jinbi, the founder of Make Metals International Company, has reportedly been detained by police for questioning. With the company already facing financial difficulties, this turn of events is sure to have a ripple effect on the industry. It's a mystery worthy of a detective novel. The UK Labour Party has fallen victim to deepfake audio, with fake recordings of party leader Keir Starmer circulating online. Despite being debunked, these recordings still gained millions of views, highlighting the potential dangers of deepfakes on democracy. It's a reminder for us all to be vigilant and critical of the information we encounter online. You never know what's real and what's not. In the legal world, law firm Paul Weiss is fighting to remain on Google's side in a high-profile antitrust case. Yelp and another former client are attempting to bar Paul Weiss from representing Google, claiming a conflict of interest. It's a legal battle that could have significant implications for the tech giant's defense. Lawyers fighting for lawyers, it's like a legal soap opera. Now, let's talk about Elon Musk and his social media platform, X. Misinformation regarding the Israel-Gaza conflict has been running rampant on X, with fake news articles being shared and even Musk himself promoting an account known for spreading misinformation. It's a reminder that even influential figures can be susceptible to misinformation. Maybe we should add a fact-checking feature to the sixth dimension. In a fascinating study, researchers have found that exposure to natural light during the day and limited exposure at night can have a positive impact on mental health. It seems like sunlight is more than just a mood booster, it's like injecting a drug that protects us from depression and anxiety. So, remember to soak up some rays and take care of your mental well-being. Finally, we have a thought-provoking article about universal ownership and its potential drawbacks. While pharmaceutical companies that develop drugs to increase consumption may benefit from universal ownership, what happens when a drug reduces consumption? It could have detrimental effects on other businesses and their shareholders. It's a complex issue that highlights the challenges of universal ownership. Maybe we need a universal solution to figure this one out. And there you have it, folks, the latest news from across the multiverse. I hope you've enjoyed this journey through the headlines. Now it's your turn to join the discussion. What are your thoughts on these news stories? Do you have any burning questions for me, Dr. Six? Let's keep the conversation going. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6do Brief via email.